Living Local Carolina with Katie Turner. Local trends, shopping, dining, and more. This is Living Local Carolina.
Well, this is a bit of a different setting today. I am joined once again by Miss Cookie. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you today?
I'm doing wonderful. I said it, but where are we standing right now?
We are in the home of the infamous Charlie Fitzgerald. Charlie and Sarah Fitzgerald. Mr. Charlie was the owner, creator of Charlie's Place that was established in 1937 in Myrtle Beach.
Now I know you're the perfect person to talk to about the history. You know all about history here, but this is a really special place for a lot of reasons.
It really is, and I may not know the history, but I have been so engrossed in learning, because some of it, although I'm a true native and grew up here, there are things that, every once in a while we do learn new things, and so, I wasn't aware. But Mr. Charlie came to Myrtle Beach from New York in 1935. He was a businessman, rather an astute businessman, and he and his wife, Miss Sarah, this is Mr. Charlie, Miss Sarah, opened Charlie's Place, and interchangeable is Charlie's Place and Whispering Pines, where the likes of Billie Holiday, Little Richard, Ella Fitzgerald, Fats Domino, James Brown, all of them came and played and or stayed.
Can you imagine?
Yes, at Charlie's Place. Now, they could go to the white establishments and play, but they couldn't stay. Yeah, during that time. And so they would go and gig a little bit, finish up, come back over to Charlie's Place, gig some more, and this is where they would eat and they would stay.
This was a home.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Just thinking about all the people that have come through here and what this place has been over the years. What was it like? I mean, obviously, you don't necessarily have to know back in the day,
Right.
but what would you imagine it felt like in here?
Very lively. Like I said, this was their home, but right next door to my left was Whispering Pines and Charlie's Place. So very lively, as old folks would say back in the day, it was jumping. And Mr. Charlie didn't believe in segregation. So he allowed the white kids to come over from Ocean Boulevard or Ocean Drive. And initially, they were the ones in the balcony. But because Mr. Charlie created a safe haven, a safe space where people just wanted to come and dance and enjoy, he created this space for them. And so they eventually came down, on the floor and just started dancing and enjoying themselves. And he had this very professional wait staff. I mean, and you see some of the pictures when they were like most professional.
Now, what is Charlie's Place today?
Well, the home itself is used as office space for the city of Myrtle Beach, neighborhood services. But we have meeting rooms also, where some of our city's commissions and boards meet here monthly. But probably the thing I feel that brings honor to Mr. Charlie and Miss Sarah the most is anything that is arts oriented and definitely music.
Oh yeah.
Like the motel units, the first 4, we're still working, it's a work in progress to convert to musical era museum spaces.
Cool.
40s, 50s, 60s, 70s.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
And then the next 4 are incubator spaces for young entrepreneurs who are in the arts. There's communications, there's somebody who does jewelry, there's somebody who designs t-shirts.
We'll be back right after this break with more Living Local Carolina.
Well, it is a hot and sunny day here on Pawleys Island, and I am joined by Mr. Thomas Williams. How are you doing?
Great, hot, but I'm still here.
Yeah, we're holding in there. But tell me about you and what you do.
Well, my name is Thomas Williams. My telephone number is 814-8598. Area code is 843. I live in McClennanville, but I come from McClennanville to Pawleys Island for the last 29, 30 years. And I also come 4 days a week. And I love it. And I don't think I see no way I'm going to stop.
Now, what do you do?
I do the, if you see the stick I got, I do the cobra, I do the owl, I do the rattlesnakes, I do the fish, the flounder, the rainbow trout, the catfish, wide-mouthed bass. If you name it, I can do it.
Now, how did you learn that you could actually do this?
Or at my father, 3 generations back, and my older brother showed me because my father had passed away. And he showed me how to do it, and then after that it's just history. But some of the things, like my brother couldn't do a cobra, he couldn't do an alligator, which a whole alligator, that's what I do also. The big flounders, or he could have made just regular sticks.
But you can get a little fancy with it.
Yes,
huh?
I just gotta, if I see it in with my eyes, I don't have to have a picture. I could automatically draw it.
That is so cool.
Yes.
You're able to hand carve these sticks, and
Right.
then you even paint them and seal them, and they're very functional as much as they're beautiful.
Right. If you see this one, this is what you call a honeysuckle vine wrapped around a cherry. The head is a put on. So this is got a rod, a steel rod, not anything else in there but a steel rod. So in case if you drop it, it won't break.
Okay, so you're out here 4 days a week. Can you tell me the address and where people can find you?
Yes, you can find me at 1061 5 Pawleys Island, near the bakery.
This segment is brought to you by Wing Zone. Well, good morning and thanks for joining us today on Living Local Carolina. I'm Katie Turner, and today we are in Loris. I'm joined by Bernard, the owner of Wing Zone. How are you doing?
Doing fantastic.
Okay, so you're born and raised right here in Loris, and you opened up this restaurant because this is a place for all the people in your hometown to hang out.
Yes.
Walk me through the whole process from start to here we are today.
The concept came from Barry Suggs, and we kind of traveled around looking for locations because we wanted to start a business, a franchise in the city of Loris, where we're both from. Wing Zone was the perfect match for the city, and we brought it here.
So you guys obviously have wings.
Yes, we have wings, we have chicken sandwiches, we have excellent burgers,
Yeah.
and we have chicken tenders also.
And some very good desserts.
Yes, we have funnel cake fries. We also have Oreo churros, very delicious desserts.
So one thing that I love about you guys is that you have a ton of different sauce choices. What are some of the fan favorites?
Like I said, we have 18 different flavors. The fan flavors being honey barbecue, we have a Thai chili, a buffalo bliss, and a garlic palm, and our dry rubs, which is our lemon pepper, our cool ranch, and our black and voodoo. The customers seem to love that. Those were.
Love that. Okay, so what has been the response from the community so far since opening this place?
We've got great response from the community. They represented well, came out and supported us each and every night. We get great compliments from everybody.
And something unique that you guys have here at Wing Zone is your beer. What is it called? A beer bar?
It's a beer wall.
A beer wall.
Beer wall is the first in the franchise that we got. It's kind of state of the art. Beer wall is kind of one of the state of the art. So the patrons can actually serve themselves with us monitoring them. And and it kind of gives them that more personal experience, getting their own beer.
This segment is brought to you by Wing Zone.
We'll be back right after this break with more Living Local Carolina.
Well, thanks for joining us today on Living Local Carolina. I'm Katie Turner, and I'm joined in studio with Coach Shanice. How are you doing?
I'm great, thank you.
Absolutely. So let's talk about what you do. You're a coach. What does that mean, really?
So I am a coach, yes. First, I'm a health coach, so I help people get healthy. I own a business, it's called Glow Up Wellness, and what we do is transform people's lives through nutrition.
All right, how'd you get into this field in the first place? We all have a story, you know?
Yes, so I decided one day that I needed to lose some weight.
Okay.
I had hit a wall and I thought I need to change my life, and I did. I decided to, eat healthier, do some more working out, things like that. And it kind of led to a passion about it. So I'm like, if I can do this, I ended up losing over 80 pounds.
Wow.
Yeah. I said, anybody can do it if I can do it. So I decided to help people do it as well.
I think a big hurdle for a lot of people is motivation and kind of knowing where to start when you're not educated on the subject. How do you approach that with people?
So 2 things. Baby steps is the first one. Sometimes we look at the larger shiny goal, and when we embark on the journey, we kind of so far from that it gets discouraging. But if you know to take the small step in front of you, if you keep doing that, you'll get to the larger goal. And also, motivation only gets us started. It's the discipline that keeps us going. So part of my coaching is helping people develop that discipline.
Is it rewarding to see people actually, shed the pounds, feel more confident?
Seriously, I mean, I've had people lose 60 plus pounds, even 30 plus. Like, if you lose a pound, I am like a cheerleader rooting for you.
Yeah, I love it.
Yes.
So we hear a lot about, is it diet, is it exercise, is it a combo of both? In your field, what do you think?
It's totally a combination of both, but one does weigh out the other. So if you are looking to, get healthier, but specifically lose weight, it's 75 to 80% what you eat, what you put in your body versus 20 to 25% of what you actually do with your body.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I always heard the abs were made in the kitchen.
Well, they can be. They start in the kitchen.
All right. Well, can you give us some tips, for people that are interested in starting?
Sure. So like I said, just first you should do a wellness evaluation with me. I take a peek into what your life looks like on an average day, and I nitpick kind of what small changes you can make to see really big results if you stay consistent there. I also do 21-day challenges to support people to stay consistent. So you stay close to me for 21 days, you get all these resources, you get so many tips and tricks, you get to hear other people's stories, and that's what helps people, that's what helped me, even myself, to stay committed and to keep seeing the results that I really want to see. So do those baby steps, and then when you need help and you realize you can't do it on your own, seek help. We seek help when we are struggling in certain areas. Don't hesitate to seek help when you're also trying to lose weight or get healthy as well.
For somebody with a really busy schedule, how do you work around that as a coach?
So one of the things I love about my journey is that my life has progressively gotten aggressively busy. I have 2 small children, I've gotten married, and I moved cross country in the past 4 years. Wow. So I totally understand busy. And so I personally love to work with busy people because I have that experience. Sometimes we look and we see different sections of where we can find a little bit of time to work out, where we might have not normally seen it, or where we can find space in a budget to eat a little healthier. Some people say it's expensive, but we'll look at your budget and we'll see, how we can find space to actually afford what you need in order to be a little bit healthier.
That's a holistic approach now.
I'm with it. That's the whole point of what I do, because one mold does not fit everybody. We have different lifestyles, we have different things about us, we have different ticks and triggers, and we love different foods, and my goal is to look at people's lives individually and provide a personalized plan.
Love it. So if somebody's interested in getting connected with you and getting started, how can they do that?
The easiest place to find everything that I do would be linktree.com/healthcoachnise. You'll find out information about my 21-day challenges. You can join my walk-in club. All of those things right there, Health Coach Nise on Linktree.
Don't forget to like our page on Facebook and follow us on Instagram and Twitter. How to use the QR code. Just open the camera app on your smartphone, iPad, or tablet. Point your device at the QR code so the QR code appears on your screen. Your device will recognize the QR code and show you a notification. Click that notification and you'll come to our website. Living Local Carolina, weekday mornings at 9:30 on WBTW News 13.